It's a passage from St. Paul to the Corinthians where St. Paul safeguards, drawing attention to the need we have to care for the treasure that is faith. He says, "But we have this treasure in jars of clay to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us. We are hard-pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned, struck down, but not destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. For we who are alive are always being given over to death for Jesus' sake, so that his life may also be revealed in our mortal body. So then, death is at work in us, but life is at work in you." This treasure we carry is in jars of clay. When we speak here initially that our faith doesn't always have the maturity to understand this partnership between God and humanity, or even to realize that in this partnership, the primacy is always of divine grace. St. Augustine said that we are not capable of doing good unless good had first been given to us. So you see, what I do because God has already done it in me. God only asks for what he's already given us. Look at how interesting this is. If he asked me to love, it's because he has already given me love before. If he asked me to be good, it's because he has already given me goodness before. It's the corroboration of this word, I cannot be by myself. It is always God who sustains me, who helps me. And that's why I need to identify in the daily life of my life, how can I live this partnership without pretending to be his advisor, to keep telling him, because the advisor's like that. I know because I have an advisor in my daily life, and I know how it works. Sometimes I'm there, ready to receive so-and-so, the advisor comes, his name, blah, 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 so that I can greet so-and-so when he arrives, already with the information. So it's that quick information. I'm in the van, and the girl is already talking. "Father, the event is such, talking about such and such who will receive us. It's Bishop so-and-so, I don't know what, blah, blah, blah. The priest will be there, this and that, so that I know who the people are." Sometimes we want to do the same thing with God. We think we're his advisor, that we're going to tell him all the news of the world. It's like that prayer we sometimes see out there, isn't it? "Oh Lord, look at him, how sad he is. Heal him, Jesus." Isn't that right? As if he were not able to know what needs to be done. As if the wisest one in the story were me. "You see, Lord, she's very upset with life. Come on, Jesus, fix this in her life." Folks, our prayer cannot have that load of arrogance. You know why? Because it doesn't mature us. Lord, we present the person. We present their reality. We believe in your love. We believe in your goodness. That's it. We become more humble in prayer, And then we'll also allow that prayer to clarify within us what we need to do for the miracle to come true. Because it's very convenient, isn't it? To believe in a Nestor God who is always at your disposal, ready to do everything you ask, the way you ask, and in the order you ask. And woe betide him if he doesn't do it the way you ask, when you ask. No, it can't be like that. Our faith has to give us the confidence that he does what really needs to be done, and that sometimes we don't even know. We're so limited that sometimes we think what God needs to do is move this thing from here to there. And we're convinced of that, when in fact, we might be very mistaken. No, God doesn't have to move this thing from here. He just has to drag it over here. And sometimes it takes us a while to realize that what we were asking for wasn't honest. And then God did everything the way we didn't want it. And we realized that it really was the best way to solve that situation. That's why faith should always give us the maturity of silence, of surrender. And the other day I was talking about this with a friend of mine who was very upset about a situation she was going through. And I noticed this anxiety due to the excess of requests, the excess of pleas, and of course, I respected it. I'm not in her. I'm not feeling the pain she feels. I'm not experiencing the despair she experiences. Oh, but if my opinion is asked, I don't miss the opportunity. Don't you think you should withdraw more, ask less? You've already asked. You know so closely the mercy of God. Why doubt it now? Because if I ask too much for the same We continue tomorrow in the next video. Complete conference links in the description.